here are the standings right now. Radiant, our only undefeated squad with 2 wins. Sanguine and Spacestation have not lost yet either, though that will change shortly after this one. And Myth, I think that you're so right. This could be a telling match for both these squads.
Now that they're competing against SSG, who I've been hailing as the kings of the SPL, I'm really excited to see how these guys are going to perform.
It's Sanguine up against Spacestation. Game number 1 about to start.
So trying to tie up there for first. And one thing I noted in picks and bans was the continued presence of Merlin versus Raijin in the mid lane, but it's Raijin in the long lane this time, and he's going to fall for first blood as Netrioid has found the opening. And that's just so tough, especially with kind of how Finch was looking at it, where you want this Kuzumbo to be aggressive, but instead SSG under duress again. Voda's already uses disengage Netrioid in for the second time in 2 minutes. Second blood over to Sanguine. And now get maybe a glimpse at what this lane will look like for the next few minutes. Vote can't even move himself forward. But I also feel like we've seen a return to a lot of kills as well, kind of stemming out of this long lane, and maybe even one more. No beads, no dash, no problem. Netrioid moves in for his 3rd kill of the game, keeping pace with a kill a minute.
And I like this quite a bit. Put Vote in the mid lane and just take him away from this CC chain, but now Phantom's here.
Wait, yeah, now he just gets blinked on in the mid lane, and he's gonna dash out, but Rongyu's there waiting. Vote taken low. Phantom dashes through, 4 kills, all of them onto Vote.
Vote is just minion number 7 in whatever wave he walks up to. He's just not, he's not a god at this point. As soon as he clears this mid wave, I want to see him back, spend that gold, and set up for Gold Fury, but might have just lost wrong.
Rongyu unfortunately taken low, and that's going to be SSG's first kill. Nika does have the World Serpent. He's going to be under duress. Might have to charge it. Here it is. A tier 1 tower dive. Instead, he's going to use his Aegis and never even attempts to use the ultimate. Panatom on a killing spree. 3 kills in this game,
Wow.
but Cheerio looking for more. Will not find anything. And all said and done, Sanguine at least grabbed themselves 1. Yarkor pulls tower aggro. Cheerio turns around to kill. They're not going to finish it off. Sanguine, they give one right on back as Cheerio snags his first kill of the game.
And Yarkor's in a world of trouble right now. Minions he's got to deal with. I don't know. He's got enough alt charge to full art Cheerio.
Oh.
But yeah, it's just going to be a Sacred Monkey. A little poop on the nose. He's going to finish off Yarkor. Now Netrioid in a bad spot.
Netrioid has to airstrike away as well. It looked like Sanguine maybe had the right idea with a kill on Tanika. Give a couple back, but Spacestation Gaming have found themselves an opening. Shinto stunned down, has to burn the Aegis, but it won't save him this time. Rapper for his 2nd kill of the game. Rongyu, a nice double knock up and dash away, but he's only underneath his tier 1 tower in this mid lane. Tower dive could be on with a full collapse. Rongyu blinks backwards, and it seems like for the moment that'll get him out alive. So it is a 1 for none on this left side skirmish.
And somehow Space Station's now in the lead. Just so weird across the map there by Sanguine. And Rongyu's actually going to take them over towards Fire Giant. Oh, they could have pulled Big Fire. Dave, I thought this was going to be one of the best calls I've ever seen in my life. And they just, without Shinto there, they can't pull Big Fire. They make the right call. They wouldn't have had the damage.
As Fury pulled one more time, Yarkor in, Panatom leaps over the wall in the back line of Fear No Evil, catches onto 3 members of Sanguine, and Rapper now zoning out all 4 members of Sanguine that want to try to re-engage. Nika will take to the World Serpent and find a couple knockups, but he just disengages to go back to the rest of SSG. 2 ultimates down for SSG, almost 5 ready to go for Sanguine. Yarkor moves in, Sanguine take away the Oni Fury. The engagement is back from Sanguine. Nika caught a bit in the middle, but they're too low to fully re-engage. Cheerio agrees with that statement as well. He'll leap out, but Dardes finds the kill onto Shinto. You lose the Fury, but you might win the fight. It's a 1 for none, but Sanguine take the Fury away.
Sanguine's got great objective burn because of Merlin, especially with that Spear of the Magus, which really is there to help on objectives more than the other players.
Engagement onto Dardes, who has to leap away, but Panatom is there to apply a little bit of poison. The Aegis is up, and it won't be enough to save his life. Panatom has found a kill onto the SSG Hunter. Vote is going to make his way out, has to use the disengage, but Yarkor's right there to follow up. 2 kills so far for Sanguine. They're going to want some extra. Nika just slithers away thanks to that World Serpent. It's a 2 for none. Sanguine maybe now turn their eyes towards the FG.
Such a perfect engage by Sanguine, and it's all Rongu, man. I mean, he finds Dardes through the trees and then is able to get on top of Vote with that ult.
Hey, it's easier to secure the Fire Giant if no one is left alive to steal it away from you. Rapper overstays this one a little bit too long. You're no longer a welcome guest, say Sanguine. Nika, no World Serpent to get out alive. 4 members ultimately fall now for SSG, and the Fire Giant will be restarted once again, but Cheerio is hanging close by.
Got that ultimate coming up soon. Blink still available as well, but he's getting hunted. Run out by Yarkor and Panatom. Cherio's trying to make the hero play, but won't even get a chance to use it. Easy Fire Giant for Sanguine. I think the safer call, no doubt, is that they just back and spend this gold and try and win a fight straight up.
Yeah, safe is going by the wayside here as Rongyu is blinked underneath the right side tier 2 tower this time. Methodical maybe from Sanguine just to clear the map of all towers. Panatom has found Dardes again, but the actives will save the Hunter's life just for a moment. Panatom gets taken down a little bit low, and Yarkor has moved himself into the mid-game. The rest of Sanguine just chipping away at this tower. Rapper doing his best to play Separator and has actually dragged one back, but Rongyu dashes out. Shinto finishes off the kill onto the SSG Guardian. Nika takes to the ground, and ultimately it is a tier 2 tower and 1 kill for Sanguine, and somehow all 5 members make it out alive. They do have enough damage. They have started the Fire Giant, Sanguine have, so they're going to send Rongyu and Yarkor forward just to play zone. As it's like Netrioid is just going to try to solo this thing all on his own. Cheerio realizing this moves his way in. Yarkor knocks up Cheerio. Down goes to Fear No Evil, but it's only caught onto 1. Rapper taken low. Fire Giant reset. Panatom okay. Rapper goes down. It's a 4 versus 5, and they're looking for the re-engage. Rongyu has brought Sanguine back into the fray. It's a double kill now for Panatom. 3 members left screaming from SSG. Yarkor knocks down Dardes. Might even find himself a double. Cheerio, no fear, no evil. A double kill for Yarkor, a double kill for Panatom, and aggro. I think that might just be the game.
5 for 0, and Sanguine doesn't even break a sweat. Shito just waiting for the boys to take care of the Phoenix for him. But man, what an impressive game from Sanguine. I think that they lost themselves in the mid-game a little bit, but for my money, Sanguine is really good at this stage of the game. I think they're great in the 5-on-5 team fights. I think the weakest part of their game so far has really been that early game, but they've really managed to play around that nicely and get past those early game struggles sometimes.
Well, it's time to start with game number 2.
It's just that Rongyu did so much that it's taking it away, and you're not losing a whole lot on your side, right? That's the big thing for me.
Oh, there is a dash forward knock-up from Netrioid onto Vote. The final shot is there. You've got to be kidding me. They've done it again. First blood 2 minutes in. Netrioid right onto the board. She's been a pick that a lot of pros and a lot of people in the community have talked about. Cheerio has found a gank. Powwow looking for a chain on a Netrioid. That one does connect, but the beads used by the Sanguine Hunter will keep him alive under the duress of a jungle gank. Panatom is here, will pull back Cheerio. Dash maybe still on cooldown from Cheerio. Down he goes, Netrioid, 2nd kill in the game. 4.5 minutes in, a little bit slower, but kills are flowing just the same. Pretty darn good, and SSG are going to think that this Oni Fury looks pretty good, and they're going to take it away. Nobody from Sanguine one more time in range to contest on the Fury. Panatom was looking for a pullback, connects just onto the wall there, and now suddenly Spacestation Gaming have found an opening to fight. Panatom deleted by Vote. Nika has found the World Serpent as well. One more crash down onto Netrioid, but the Aegis is used. Not sure the damage was there from Nika anyway. It's a 2-front fight here as Yarkor has found a couple of the squishy members of Space Station Gaming, and he's doing a pretty good job of locking a few of them in. The pull back from Shinto is going to set up a kill for Yarkor. And Sanguine want more. That's the ultimate. Down onto Dardes. Rongyu is here playing frontline. It's a 2-man show for Sanguine as the escape is back from SSG. Watch out, Shinto in on the rotation. Could be a big difference maker here. Beads by Vote will prevent him from being pulled back through. He's going to plug away some good damage. Sanguine, 2 members back on the back pedal. Yarkor still in the thick of things. No kills just yet. You got to be kidding me. Pyromancer on the opposite side of the map. Locked down. Nika beneath his tier 1 tower. Rongyu dashes away. Oh my goodness, how there are no kills in that engagement. I couldn't tell you. I'll talk about a respawning objective that Sanguine can secure. The Fury is certainly one of them. Nice double knock up there from Panatom. Sanguine knocks down the Primal Fury. Yarkor right back into the thick of things. This time results in an easy kill. Down onto Cheerio, whose ultimate had just respawned. Nika down through that World Serpent. will jump himself up and down, but Raffer knocked down by Shinto. It's a 2 for none and a Fury for Sanguine.
But the Aphrodite is keeping them up and healthy. Even though they got 2 picks there, it wasn't enough.
Raffer engaged upon by Rongyu this time, and he has found Netrioid, who's going to actually airstrike away from this one. Thorns popped by Raffer just to extend his life a little bit. Panatom not too worried and will send the Typhoon ripping through. Raffer knocked down. Thorns will not save your life this time. A 5 versus 4 advantage as Fire Giant is eyed.
This time Netrioid's got some help to try and pull it, but still 4 members of Space Station here. Cherio has that ult.
Panatom did blink forward there, looked for the engagement onto Cherio. Lau could move in. Fire Giant down to half health. Cherio finds his way into the back line. Will look to chain a few, has caught a couple. Nika as well, World Serpent in. Rongyu's going to try to pull himself out of this fight, and we are a bit divided here as Rongyu knocked up in the air as Nika's final charge rings out onto the support of Sanguine, but Yarkor instead knocks down Cherio, and Netrioid is just going to swing away. Nika trying to escape, but too much crit for Netrioid. 2 members down for SSG, and maybe now the Fire Giant will get taken down.
Yarkor has just been unstoppable on this King Arthur, man. No one's been able to get away from him, and now Vote is going to try his hand at it, and what do you know, doesn't succeed again. Just so much space created by Yarkor in this game.
This one still getting chipped away by Netrioid, and he actually pulls himself off just for a moment, so Fire Giant not fully healed, but back to half. Down beneath half it ticks, but Rongyu has found an opening to blink into the back line of Space Station Gaming. Raffer's having none of it. Sanguine takes the FG, and that's all thanks to Netrioid and some good zoning. It's a mirror image of Game 1. The dropship is into the backline of Space Station Gaming. Cherio separated from the rest of his team, and Nika will World Serpent his way down onto Yarkor. 4 members of Sanguine, they're looking at Cherio, and they get him. Nika trembles a few, but you're not getting out of this one alive. A double kill from Shinto, 5 members strong with the Fire Giant. Sanguine, they're eyeing the top of the standings.
This is looking clean so far for Sanguine. Netrioid, plenty healthy. Shinto a little bit poked, but still has those relics up. I don't think Sanguine need to worry about anything with the Titan here.
It's a 3-man defense, 2 of the carries and a Guardian. Raffer down. See you later, Dardes. See you later, Raffer. Vote the last man standing, but it's not gonna matter. Titan taken down. Sanguine in 2-0 fashion will knock SSG down a peg and remain tied at the top with Radiance.
Okay, guys, it's week 1. Sanguine only beat Obey. Don't worry, don't everyone get too excited about the Sanguine team. They aren't that good. Yeah, right, dude.
Right.
They just 2-0'd Space Station, one of the best teams in the entire league, and did it in a very, very impressive fashion.